The Packers will have a first and goal. Receiver to the right, Jimmy Graham. Rodgers, quick toss in the flat, left side, got his man for the end zone, and a touchdown.
First and Goal podcast on Spreaker.com. And we're now on all your favorite platforms. iHeart.
Get money, yeah. Get money, yeah. Get money, yeah. Get money, yeah. Every day I'm 3, 2, 1.
And welcome everybody to another live edition of First and Goal with me, your founder and producer, Jay in the UP, and joined always from down in Georgia, our host with the most, Dave.
Good evening, folks. What's going on, guys and gals? And I'm stealing one from Dylan. First and goalers or first and goalies?
I like the first and goalers better than goalies, because goalies kind of implies like soccer or football, or not football, dumbass. Not football.
You mean hockey, Jay?
Hockey, yeah. God. And we're football. Yeah, see, I had football on the brain, so it came out of my mouth. It's, Freudian slip.
You should know better being that close to Canada.
Yeah,
You're too nice.
Anyway, I also want to say it because I haven't got around because I'm too cheap to buy pay for the editing equipment that I was using. We are now on iTunes, have been for a couple weeks. So if you go to iTunes, search First and Goal Podcast, look for the little football insignia or our signature thing, and subscribe and listen to us. iTunes is very important for you. That's the big platform. We want you guys to subscribe on iTunes.
Oh, sorry for the coughing.
Are you okay? Does the devil have a
I might be dying. I don't know. I just had a little bit of a frozen pizza. No, I'm pretty sure my aorta valve just shut down on me.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well,
oh, Jesus.
You know what? It's time.
News! Oh, thanks, Jay. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off with a biggie. Tyreek Hill, his NFL suspension didn't happen. It's amazing to me what players can get away with. Excuse me 1 second. Wait. All right. Sorry. It's amazing to what players can get away with. I'm surprised because Zeke didn't get charged at all. And he still got a suspension of 6 games. Fought it, still got a suspension. Tyreek Hill has clear audio of him threatening the mother of his child, which is verbal assault. And it just really bothers me how the NFL has a double standard for certain players. It's like if you're not in with the Goodell gang for the commissioner, you're not a part of not being on the suspended list or being on the suspended list. Sorry about that. But no, and it's just, you go back and look, there's certain players that just get away with stuff and they keep coming back and coming back and coming back. Alden Smith is a perfect example of that. He got suspended at least 5 or 6 times and just did stupid crap. A couple of them was domestic abuse. But, oh God, Jay, if you smoke weed, you're the devil. You're the eternal sin of life, and you don't belong in the NFL. And most of the states now, or at least a good bit of them, are getting legalized in marijuana. So I just, it seems like Goodell maybe had a...
I'm going to jump in here because this Tyreek Hill thing, I'm a dad. You're a dad. I have a daughter and I have a son. I know you have both the daughters and sons, right?
I got 2 sons and a daughter, yep.
Okay. Here's the issue I have with it. At what point are we going to start putting the scale of human beings in their lives and affecting other people's lives through violence being a worse thing than somebody smoking a substance that is legal in more states now than it's not, and is being used in even the states where it's not legal for medical purposes. Essentially, all 50 states are using marijuana in some form in a legal fashion right now. And yet, we are, again, like you said, having people get suspended and kicked out of the league for having multiple marijuana violations. And now we know, and here's the problem I have with Tyreek Hill. I don't give a shit, excuse my language, if the cops want to be pansy asses, if the cops want to be pansy asses, if the system wants to completely neglect its actual use when they have audio of somebody basically admitting that not only his 3-year-old should be terrified of him after he's had a broken arm, that his girlfriend or whatever the hell she is should be terrified of him. Yes, at least as the mother of his child, whatever their relationship status is. That audio alone, for them not to suspend him regardless of what the gutless system is proving to be, because as a parent of a daughter especially, domestic abuse is probably one of the worst things next to rape and child molestation. It is.
I mean, people go to prison. People go to prison for it, and literally people go out of their way to try and kill people who put their hands on women and children.
I'm not
like that. That's one thing they don't play with.
Folks, I'm not political. I'm not a political person. Okay.
Thank God.
I don't talk about it a lot. I don't even get into these issues a lot. But this one here pisses me off. Okay, and I love the NFL, but this one here is it's hard for me to even speak without being able to keep this clean right now, because I don't want to cuss, because iTunes and stuff is, kind of frowns on that. And it's just, so it's hard for me to speak, but I really want to articulate. This isn't me being on a soapbox and ranting normal. This one here this needs to be said. The NFL is wrong here. They're wrong for not doing
100%.
There is, I don't understand how they can at all justify sitting on their hands, regardless of what the legal system is doing, when you have his own voice with those things. Just him threatening and admitting that he is a violent person that his child and the mother of his child should be afraid of from this day going forward. To me, the NFL is a privilege, not a damn right. And I don't care if you can run 4.25 and you're one of the premier receivers in this league and you're about to get paid millions of dollars. It's bullshit. Period.
iTunes, I'm sorry about that.
Excuse me. It slipped. I can't help it.
I know it gets you angry. I'm angry too about it. So I brought it up because even if you're not a parent, it's still the fact it's verbal abuse, and it confirms his domestic abuse. It's the second time with the same woman too, to give you all a heads up on that.
Abuse there's evidence without evidence there, and common sense wise tells you if he's willing to. And here's the thing: normal people, when this tape comes out, they're backing off. He's doubling down on his behavior and what he said. He's not apologetic.
Yeah, it is.
He's not trying to spin doctor this and twist it in the PR world to try to make it look different, or there's more, or there's things you didn't hear, or I was just angry, or that was. He's doing none of that and still no suspension. I don't get it, Dave. It's ridiculous.
Well, on top of that, he went and tried to say that all the naysayers of all these false accusations. But I'm like, what false accusations? You confirmed on the tape that you were threatening your mother of your child about your son being terrified of you, plus hers. So, I mean, why even try and say that? It's like he was trying just to put a little bit more gas on the fire. And speak of that, this is basically where there's smoke, there's fire situation. That's what it is. You know what? I got to move on because I'm getting heated. I know you're getting heated. I got a little bit more news.
Yeah, I don't want to talk any more about this because I've wasted enough time. And I don't want our listeners.
With all due respect, and you, sir, You calm down. Calm down. Go to the corner. I just put baby in the corner. Okay. Anyways, so another thing came up about a guy I just mentioned earlier, Zeke. It looks like he's serious about this holdout. He said he plans to travel out of the country with all the holdout going on. So it looks like he's really serious about it. He's holding out. Zeke wants money, and I've read that Amari Cooper's talked about possibly taking a pay cut to try and keep people together. But now we're going to see what type of person Dak Prescott is. We don't know if he's going to want the money, if he wants the team to keep the team together. We've heard reports he wants $30+ million. I really hope the Cowboys pay Zeke, because he's been the one catalyst that has come through and always been there. He's been the guy that's just come in and day out and been the cog that works that offense. Dak, I get it. He came in 16 and he took over a very talented team. I got that, but we've seen what Dak does with Zeke out, and he went 3-3 instead of going 4-2 or 6-0 with Zeke would have been in there. So I really hope the Cowboys pay Zeke, because if I was a GM, I'd keep a Cooper together. I'd keep Zeke together. I'd keep the line together, the young defense. My God, I could go get a quarterback here in the next couple of years. Don't even worry about Dak right now if he's going to pull that kind of crap. And another fun news fact, I got to bring this up. Former Bears defensive coordinator said that there's no more music at practice. He has banned the music at practice and training camp. He goes, there's no music in games. All I can think of is the father in Footloose saying, there's no dancing. No, we don't allow that here. Like, it just reminds me of the grumpy old preacher in Footloose. Yeah, he said no music at practice, and it cracked me up because it just reminds me of the preacher in Footloose. Like, it's all I picture is, there's no dancing here, there's no music allowed here.
Do you know that if
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
And that team performs well, that there's going to be more coaches trying to because it's always a copycat league. Because everybody's playing rap music now because of Sean McVay and all this stuff. Just like for a while there, remember when Pete Carroll first came in and you had, what was it, Competition Wednesdays and, No Live Fridays or something. He had themed days. So other teams tried to copy it and it didn't work.
I think, and plus Joe Flacco, I think people are really underrating that offense with him, Lindsey, Cortland Sutton, Emmanuel Sanders is going to be coming back, Noah Fant. Oh, my God. That whole offense, I think, could be really nasty. But I got to move on. Don't we have a guest waiting on us, Jay? I got to say it. We have a guest waiting on us.
We do have a guest today. We have Miss Maggie Looney Lawler of Cheesehead TV. Should we go
Pretty
to
sure
the
she's
guest?
waiting.
Is she waiting?
Yes, we should definitely go to the guest.
All right.
She's amazing.
Yes, we are going to get to the guest then because Dave is prompting us to get there. So we will give Miss Maggie a call, and we will be right back.